Welcome to the Tesla Gigafactory Nevada drone video volume 7. Today's video started out with a look at the infrastructure improvements being done to Electric Avenue on the way in to Giga Nevada, and there was a little glimpse of a Tesla semi leaving on one of its test runs. Anyway, what we're looking at here today is Giga Nevada on September 10th, and we're going to take a different direction. We're going to go around the building counterclockwise, or clockwise, I should say, instead of counterclockwise. These are empty megapack shells, as far as I've been informed, sort of left over from when this end of the building was building megapacks. Not quite sure what they're going to do with them. I'd certainly like to take one. I'll take one if they want to get rid of them. But those are empties, shells. And this is the north end of the building where the megapack production was before it was moved to Lathrop. And we're flying around the building. We're on the north end, and we're about to go down the west end of the building where all the loading doors are, and where all goods, all raw materials come in and finished goods go out. And the finished goods currently would be 2170 battery packs heading to Fremont and drive motors heading to Fremont. The batteries themselves are built by Panasonic at the far south end of the building, and then they're tested, and then the ones that pass the test are obviously put into the 2170 Model 3 and Model Y battery packs, and they're shipped to Fremont for final production of the Model 3 and the Model Y, as well as drive motors. And those, as we know, they're using Tesla semis as part of the production division to deliver those battery packs and drive motors. I would say probably not exclusively, but Tesla has built in the high 60s number of Tesla semis, 38 of which were delivered to Pepsi, and the remaining are being used by the production division, delivering actual production product to Fremont. And then the other ones are used by the Tesla engineering unit, and they are putting as many miles on them as they can in order to stay ahead of Pepsi and have more miles than Pepsi, so that if there is a mileage related issue, they want to encounter it first. So they're doing durability testing. This end of the building does have a geothermal aspect to it that I learned about like 6 years ago when I took a tour. And they have a tank where they store heated water, and as needed, they bring in the heated water to heat the building. These are the 4 megachargers that the Tesla semis use to charge. And unfortunately, I did not catch any Tesla semis charging today. So we're going to take a look around. One thing about today's videos that you might want to stick around. These are a bunch of other megacharger shells. As far as I know, I can't say for sure, but again, my understanding is that any megachargers left here are empty shells. And I don't know for sure if these are, or maybe they're assembled megachargers that they're going to actually deploy here. I do know that they do have a few of the first generation megachargers over at a switchyard south of the building that are used to support the building and support the Nevada energy grid. We're now going down the west side of the building. Some of those pipes I told you that are part of their geothermal heating and cooling, various parking And I'm not sure if these are Panasonic employees that would be parked at this end of the building, because this is the end of the building where the Panasonic is building the 2170s. This is a area that's been cleared recently, and I would think that it's my speculation, but I think this is maybe for contractor buildings, temporary contractor buildings for when the Gigafactory expansion, whatever form or shape it ends up taking, when that starts. So we'll be interested to see when that starts. But other than that parking lot right there that we just passed over, not seeing any sign other than the road, Electric Avenue, being repaved. And I don't think they put in any more new lanes based on today's drive. I think it's just fresh and probably more turning lanes to ease the congestion. Panasonic does use nice buses that go to Sparks in Reno, and the buses say GFNV. They'll say like Sparks /GFNV Gigafactory Nevada on an LED display. Loading docks there, they've been there forever. They use that to bring new equipment in as needed. This is the west end of the building, the fat portion of the building where Panasonic is building 2170s. And one of the reasons that they didn't expand Giga Nevada earlier is because they ended up being able to produce a lot more batteries in the same amount of space than they originally predicted. So they're able to actually, I don't have the numbers and I'll try to get that for you, but they're able to produce a veritable S-ton of 2170 batteries out of the same space where they thought they would need more space in order to do that. This is the parking lot where, if and when it ever gets cleared out, will be a telltale sign that construction would be starting. Not really sure what to think about it. I'll be in touch with the Story County Building Department on a regular basis to find out when building permits are submitted. And the one thing I know is that what absolutely becomes public record is when when any building permit is approved. Not sure if it's public record when they're submitted. So that's the warehouse on wheels. And what I wanted to show you in today's return is how close the Tesla semi production prototype plant is. That's just outside the actual property of Tesla. Down there on the left is the guard gate of the Tesla Gigafactory Nevada facility, and then we're about to fly over the prototype 550 Milan building where the Tesla semis have been built, and they're continuing to build a few. They're cobbling together a handful, but certainly nothing resembling volume production. And as I've mentioned before, I believe they've got a new version of the Tesla semi designed, and that they're kind of waiting until all the suppliers are lined up and that design is finalized before they start producing the new and improved version of the semi. Of course, the naysayers will say, oh, why did they have to improve it? As you know, they're constantly improving, taking the information they've learned. And here we're coming up to the, you look closely, you can see that those are Tesla semis, and we'll get a much better look. These are, this end of the building, I believe, those Tesla semis are part of the production team. And the ones that we don't see are engineering trucks. And the reason we don't see them is because they're out putting miles, 2 shifts a day, 12 hours a day. Many drivers they've hired many more drivers, and they're putting a lot of miles on. to make sure. Now, as you can see, we're flying over 2 long-range Tesla semis, and then there's a short-range one right there that you can tell from the shorter cab. And hopefully, I think that's it. All right, well, thank you for today's participation.